little job that we have today. This is something just a little different, nothing too exciting. I have a friend of mine works in a construction company and they brought in these pieces, and all I'm doing is cutting the bottoms off, and I'm cutting circles and capping them to fill some holes in the ground from an old hoist system. So just gonna cut them off for about 2 inches from where they were, and then cut some circles out of probably 1/4 inch steel, I think we'll use. All with the torch, because sometimes the torch is just old trusty, you know? And my plasma cutter actually only cuts up to about 1/4 inch if I'm even lucky. And so this stuff that I'm cutting here is about 3/4 of an inch thick. So torch is definitely my choice of tool for this. So let's get it going. And they're quite heavy. So as you can see, they're welded just in a few spots, and then they have the bracing in here. So I'm actually just going to cut the bracing off, and I just run the torch along the whole entire thing just to make sure it's completely disconnected from the rest of it, and then cut my circles, and then we're good to go. This stuff is kind of crappy because it is full of grease and oils from years and years of the hoist system that was sitting on here. So it is going to be messy, and it's going to be dirty. There's going to be blowback, but the lovely thing about heat with the torch is it will just burn through all of that stuff. So by the time I get to the very end of it, it should be no problem. And then even for cleaning it up enough for welding it, the heat will burn off the majority of the grease. I don't have to pay too much attention to clean off this inside, so my torch cut will be just what it is, because that's going to get buried under the ground. Okay, let's get to cutting this. I would generally use a striker. I always suggest using a striker, but I can't find mine right now, so I'm using my lovely little barbecue lighter. Don't recommend it. Yeah, some of you are going to say, Rachel, those can blow up in the face. And yes, they certainly can. Don't hold them too close to the flame. Don't let the flame get inside the lighter. Blah, blah, blah. Safety, safety, safety. But this is all I have right now, so this is what I'm going to use. And we're just going to cut. And for those of you wondering, these are the settings that I have for my torch. It is 5 and 50 always, 5 for acetylene, 50 for oxygen. Okay, this is hot, 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 but it's cut. I'm gonna just give it a quick cleanup with the sanding disc just to get some of the schmag off there, just so it looks kind of nice. I know it's gonna be buried, but I always still try to let things go out of my shop looking nice. So let's clean these up and then get some material in here to cut the circles for the inside of this. I know I've mentioned it in some of my other videos about sanding discs, but these flat sanding discs are by far my favorite ones to use over grinding discs over anything. They take off so much material so quickly. They're really, really quite inexpensive. I like how fast they do it compared to just even a normal grinding disc, so I always have stacks and stacks of these 36 grit sanding discs with the backing plates for my grinding. Yes. Okay, so I have this lovely 1/4 inch material that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to flip this upside down, flip everything upside down, mark out my circle, and when I know I'm going to mark it on the inside of here, so I know that that's the smallest that I want it to be. So I will generally use that line and then just cut on the outside of that line. It's getting welded into solid anyways, so I have a little bit of room to play with it to get it in here If it needs to be a little bit looser, that's fine. I don't mind a big gap in there for welding. Just smash the heat in there and get it welded in really nice and solid. So let's cut our circles. Okay, there it is. We are all done. I have got these things cut down, got these caps on. Like I said, super simple job. Nothing overly fancy happening here in the shop today, but this is just how I do it. And remember, you guys, there's dozens of ways to do things, and I know that many people love to share the better way to do things, but I have been a welder for 25 years, and I have done things very differently in very many ways, and these are the ways that work for me. But thanks again for popping in, saying hi, trying to get some fun things out here, trying to get some different things out, some good videos for you guys to keep up with our shop at Country Custom Fabricating. I got this old Chevy Viking sitting here staring at me still, but I do have some exciting news happening on that front, which I will tell you guys all about as soon as everything is confirmed. But thanks again. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you want to see around here. Have a great day, everybody.